Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Katerina Apostolopoulou and I'm a 15-year-old student in Greece. Let me begin my speech with a simple question. Have you ever imagined waking up one day and not having enough water? For Greece, this is no longer a hypothetical scenario. Water scarcity is not just a daily problem anymore. It is a growing national challenge. Climate change is already reshaping our reality. Reduced rainfall, increased drought, higher temperature, all this intensify the pressure on our water resources. Recently, Greece has launched 2.5 billion worth of projects to enhance water management system and tackle the escalating threat of water shortage. But there is something many don't realize. In some regions, limited water resources are not the only issue. The large influx of visitors, both domestic and international, puts tremendous pressure on local water supplies. Consider the Aegean Islands. In August, the number of visitors is on average 10 times greater than the local population, and on some islands even 30 times greater. Small catchment areas, low rainfall, and geological limitation make it impossible for some of them to store sufficient water. This leads to severe shortages during summer, especially when tourist numbers and demand surge in irrigation increases. Until recently, many islands had to rely on costly water transfers from their mainland. Desalination is now being proposed as the best long-term solution for the island. Yet, we must not forget that it is not only the islands that are facing a difficult water future. Mainland Greece, especially Athens, is under a lot of pressure too. Athens is one of the cities expected to be heavily impacted by climate change in the next 30 years. Water demand in the greater Athens region is growing at an excessive and unsustainable rate, around 6% per year. By 2050, Greece could be 2 degrees Celsius warmer with 18% less rainfall. Droughts could become far more common, while groundwater, our lifeline, could continue to decrease drastically. Today, Greece draws more than 40% of the usable water from groundwater aquifers, especially on the islands. But the truth is that in places such as Crete and Corinth, groundwater is being extracted faster than nature can refill it. And when that happens, salt water enters and contaminates the whole supply. Greece is trying to face the problem in several ways. Desalination technology has advanced significantly in recent years, with two methods being increasingly deployed. Reverse osmosis and multi-stage flash distillation, both effective but energy intensive, are now more viable thanks to the improvements of renewable energy, especially wind and solar. In response to the prolonged drought and rising demand of the water supply system, the Sustainable Water Management Project achieved the following. It saved water equivalent to 15% of the total intake of treatment plants, and it fully recovered water previously lost in backwashing. At the same time, it reduced energy consumption by 7 to 10%, and it secured enough annual water savings to meet the needs of approximately 6,500 people. But technology alone is not enough. Large-scale technical solutions may offer short-term relief, but themselves alone cannot guarantee long-term resilience. We also need nature-based solutions such as restoring wetlands and riparian zones, reconnecting rivers with the natural landscapes, and removing barriers to restore the natural flow. Water resource management must become a strategic national priority. A national water strategy that integrates prevention, adaptation, and resilience could serve as a roadmap for a sustainable future. Such a strategy should coordinate all related sectors: water supply, irrigation, energy, and ecosystem, and be based on transparency, scientific evidence, and participatory planning. However, we must stay realistic. Greater reliance on desalination poses challenges for achieving climate neutrality and green transition objectives. It should therefore be used only where no other viable alternatives exist and always as a part of integrated water management plan that prioritize conservation, reuse, and nature-based solutions. Who will act if we don't? Water scarcity is no longer a distant threat. It is a present reality. But strategic planning and mindful decision-making are two of our most powerful weapons as human beings. Thank you.